one of the interesting experiences I've had as a risk manager. Before I became the risk manager for the Johnson Space Center, I was the senior risk practitioner for the International Space Station program, a program that is dear to my heart because you get to work with people from all over the world. And one of the great experiences was we had a risk and when you're talking a program risk or a project risk, it's a little bit different because you're talking a specific technical risk. And we had to figure out how to fly certain hardware up to the space station on the shuttle. And we had maybe more cargo than we had room to carry, and we had to prioritize. And if you think about you're going on a trip with your parents, and you have to load up your suitcase, and you've got 5 suitcases you want to take, but you can only take 1. What do you put in that 1 suitcase? And I got to work with the space shuttle people. I got to work with the space station colleagues. I got to work with the engineering people. I got to work with the mission operations people. You get to work with a range of people to figure out what are we going to take and how are we going to get it there? Where will it fit into the space shuttle? And we packed that space shuttle from one end to the other, as many places as we could. But it was fun trying to figure out that problem. And what happened was, if you think about your 1 suitcase, not only can you only take the 1 suitcase, but everything in there has to be checked out and approved. Can you imagine if your parents had to approve every single thing in your 1 suitcase? It can be a little bit challenging. But for that exercise that I led, I ended up with the very coveted silver Snoopy. Yeah, I'm streamlining what happened. There was a lot of work that went into this, and it was a lot of different moving parts. But I actually got the very coveted award, the Silver Snoopy. Isn't that a funny name for an award? But it's actually given to less than 1% of the NASA population here, and it's given by the astronaut office themselves, and that is very cool. And the Silver Snoopy was actually, they wanted a name that would be something that got people's attention, and years ago they approached the creator of the Snoopy character, Mr. Schultz, I think his name is, and he approved using it. So you get a little Snoopy pin, and you get the big award, and it's just very cool. So imagine if you get to work on a day-to-day basis with people from a lot of different places, a lot of different nationalities, a lot of different technical disciplines, safety, engineering, mission operations. But just imagine in your school if you got to work with people from the English department, from the math department, from the science department, and you get to do that and help them put it together in a way that works. It's an amazing feeling.